Hi guys, glad to be back with you again on the channel. This is part two of my coverage of the 80s movie Donny Darko. I may be able to get the last one in another video to finalize everything, but there's so much in this movie that they're telling you of what's to come with these quantum changes. So I guess that's the only way I could do it in several videos. Anyway, this is Donny's sister, and she wrote a poem called The Last Unicorn. And she's describing it as a very beautiful unicorn. I'm not going to go into it. It was cut off, as you could see. They don't show the whole entire thing in the movie. But anyway, I find it very interesting that unicorn is now in the Bible instead of wild ox like it used to be. So I found that very interesting that they would do that. This is Donny, and he's having one of his, throughout the movie they act like he's delusional. Like, of course, that's what they want everybody to think. They're trying to, that's the number one thing that they've been trying to do since this whole thing went viral in 2015, 2016. To say their natural response is everybody's crazy, okay? And he's crazy, he takes medication, the whole 9 yards. Y'all don't know that. All right, you see how they make him look kind of sick there? Anyway, he's tapping into these other dimensions. They show it's like liquid. Anyway, if you notice, it's like a concentric, like the pebble in the pond. That's a good example of parallel universes, where it's a ripple effect. So they're demonstrating that to you there. This was a book that was given him by his professor in the movie. And let's read it here. It says, incidents when the fabric of the fourth dimension becomes corrupted are incredibly rare. If a tangent universe occurs, it will be highly unstable, sustaining life for no longer than several weeks. Eventually, it will collapse upon itself, forming a black hole within the primary universe capable of destroying all existence. Now, I find this, putting this in the script, that is, I find it interesting because from what I could see, where the universe that we came from, well, the reality, okay, I should say, until it was changed, I think that reality's been destroyed. That's why we have residue. I remember doing a video quite some time ago about the show The Time Tunnel, Erwin Allen's The Time Tunnel, and the professor was actually, no, it was the senator asking how much, what have you sent back in time? And they mentioned, I believe it was the animal, a cat, and it disappeared. And the senator said, how do you know it hasn't been disintegrated? How do you know it went back into time? He said, well, Senator, if it was disintegration, he said, would cause residue in matter. He said it would cause some residue in matter. So I think they're giving us a little hint there. That's why we have the residue. But our previous reality is gone. It's probably never going to come back. So anyway, I think I just wanted to expand on that here. Water and metal. Here's the other chapter. Water and metal, they say here, are the key elements of time travel. Water is the barrier element for the construction of time portholes, used as gateways between universes at the tangent vortex. Now, I find this very interesting because Andrew Basiago said just that. He said when they were experimenting with this through DARPA, Project Pegasus, he did mention something about water. Don't know the whole story, but he did. Anyway, There's I mean, look at this, folks. I mean, how more evident can they be? I mean, this is, you see what this is? It's just computer code. They're practically telling us what they're going to do in the future. You know, I mean, this doesn't exactly say quantum computers, but I mean, come on, you know. Chapter 7, the manipulated living. This one is very interesting, folks. Okay? It says here, I've got this on another one, it says, which is to assist the living receiver in returning the artifact to the primary universe. See, I think they have used artifact here, but you can easily insert residue. The manipulated living will do anything to save themselves from oblivion. Okay, the artifact and the living. When a tangent universe occurs, those living nearest to the vortex will find themselves at the epicenter of a dangerous new world. Artifacts provide the first sign that a tangent universe has occurred. So already they were saying back in the 80s in this movie, hey, you know, artifact. Well, an artifact is residue. Like that book that I have, the JFK book, that is yellowed and it smells and of old glue. You could tell it's over 50 years old, and it's got the 4-seat car and the 6 on the same page. So that's an artifact. A button that I have, or a keychain that I have with the old Michelangelo's Creation of Adam. I have that. Things like that. If an artifact occurs, the living will retrieve it with great interest and curiosity. I'll say. And we have done just that. Artifacts are formed from metal, such as an arrowhead from an ancient Mayan civilization. Or a metal sword from medieval Europe. Isn't it interesting, folks, how they throw the Mayans in there? And isn't it also interesting that the Mayan calendar and the Aztec calendar look a heck of a lot like the CERN, the Hadron Collider in Switzerland? A lot of similarities. You know why? I think they're the same source. They have to be. I'm convinced. There's no way that's a coincidence, folks. No way. Here's another frame I got here. I'm going to try and read this. It says, the living receiver is chosen to guide the artifact into position for its journey back to the primary universe. No one knows how or why a receiver will be chosen. The living receiver is often blessed with fourth-dimensional powers. Okay, see how they hint at witchcraft there? These include increased strength, telekinesis, mind control, and the ability to conjure fire and water. Well, you can't get much more occult than that. The living receiver is often tormented by terrifying dreams, visions, and auditory hallucinations in his time within the tangent universe. So I find that interesting too, why they put that in there, because we've been experiencing a lot of weird dreams. I don't know about you guys, but I've had some really, really weird dreams, and they are so real, more real than I have ever experienced in my life. Okay? And I'll tell you about one of them on the next one. This has already gone over almost 10 minutes, so this is going to take me forever to upload. So I'll tell you about that on the next video. And you guys have a good rest of your week, and I'll be back again with part 3.